Hello, everyone. We're back with Simon Says. Simon Says, Happy Holidays. Also, welcome to TiftifBee, who's joining me for some good old fun holiday cheer.
Happy holidays, everyone!
Yay, yeah, we've got this pretty art Tifa did of uh, me being a little chaos gremlin Quincy Santa with my little elf here helping me out. Got a nice fireplace. We've got a Christmas tree. This art is awesome. So speaking of Christmas trees, I also have a little picture here of my own Christmas tree I decorated a while ago. Very festive for the season. It's got our boy Uryu in there. Sadly, no Kokichi. I don't have a thing of him to put in there yet. It's Nagito from Danganronpa, though. Of course, Uryu, Ichigo. Oh, I do also have Shuichi instead of Kokichi, so yeah.
Nice mix.
Yeah, thanks. And there's also a little Umbreon that was made for me years ago by our friend Captain Smithy. So shout out to her. So yeah, today we're celebrating the holidays on Christmas time. Also wanted to celebrate getting 50 subs and share that with you guys. So, thank you for all the subs and getting me there to 50. So for 50 subs in the holidays, I wanted to do something a little bit more special, give some gifts to you guys. First off, I'd like to announce a new Discord server I'm making for my little community here in the channel. It's going to be Simon's Sanctum, and there'll be a link for that in the description below with the other links. So if you want to hang out and talk Bleach or Danganronpa or other stuff I do on the channel, just, come hang out over there.
Come to the dark side. He has cookies.
Yes, totally. So yeah, there's that little reveal announcement for you guys. Way to kind of give back and get more involved after 50 subs. Again, thank you so much for that. Well, I have Tifa with me to do something a little more fun and, I guess, special.
Now for something completely different.
Yeah, so we're gonna have a bit of fun here today in doing some Bleach scenes that I have images I pulled out of Bleach Brave Souls with like dialogue from the show that's in the game. And we're just gonna have a fun little acting session with our Quincy boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love our Quincy boys. It's been a lot of fun doing all the Bleach content here the last couple months, and it seems to be doing like really well, and I appreciate all the love there. So we're gonna have fun doing some Uryu today. I am the last of the Quincy's. No, we don't have that scene.
Aw.
Well, we sort of do. Maybe. Let's see. So we got the Arrancar arc here where, Uryu's trying to fight them by himself after he's lost his powers in Soul Society. Which, that's such a shame. The poor boy.
He tried his best.
He did.
He went through it.
I mean, he, made the ultimate sacrifice because he wanted revenge to take down Creepy.
He shall not be named.
Don't worry, I don't have those themes. There will be no creepy voice acting in this video.
For now.
Alrighty, shall we get started?
Let's do this.
It's a hollow. Ugh. What incredible spiritual pressure he has. It doesn't matter in the end. I may have lost my Quincy abilities, but it's not like I didn't prepare in case a hollow attacked. I can still fight, even with my diminished spirit energy. I am not helpless.
My. How clumsy, Uryu.
So it's you, Ryukin.
Is there any way to address your father? You haven't changed at all, have you, son? You're interrupting me. Instant regeneration isn't really all that impressive. It just means you have to put them away before they can do it.
Wait, what's going on? I thought you gave them up before. So why do you have Quincy powers now? You told me they were worthless, and that you didn't want to be associated with them. You rejected your Quincy powers long ago, back when I was still a child.
You're a fool, son. I chose my words wisely. What I said was that I had no interest and that you had no talent for it. Unfortunately, my powers aren't as disposable as yours. Otherwise, I would have lost them long ago. It was me he chose. Whether we like it or not, we can't argue with the facts. Our ancestor Soken Ishida needed to choose a man on whom to bequeath all of his power and skill. Only one man is allowed to continue his legacy, to call himself the last Quincy.
The Quincy Cross.
Uryu, you weren't ready. You went to the Soul Society before you were strong enough. Now you have lost the few powers you possessed. What a fool. But, if you'll trust me, I have the ability to restore all your powers, everything you lost in the Soul Society.
There's no way. It can't be done.
If you really don't think I can do it, why not put me to the test? But first, I do have one condition.
What is it?
You must swear to me you'll never associate with a Soul Reaper again.
Huh?
You've come. So, let's have it, Uryu. Tell me what you've decided.
I've thought about it, and I want you to restore my Quincy power to me.
And if I do?
I give you my word. I won't have anything to do with Soul Reapers or their allies. I swear this on my life. Gah!
What's the matter? Are you really all that worried about the Soul Reapers, Uryu?
What are you talking about? There's only one thing that concerns me at this moment, and that's whether or not this game of yours is going to restore my powers.
You mean you don't trust me?
I'm not seeing any results. You bring me to a room made out of spiritual silver and glass, and all I've done is dodge your arrows. This whole process seems like a waste of energy. What's the point of making me do this? How's it going to bring back my Quincy powers?
That's my business. You just have to carry out the plan, assuming you don't die at first.
Tilt the goblet to the west. Volk!
So you had some Ginto stashed away. Haven't you become quite the overcautious one?
It sounds to me like you might be calling me out as a coward.
Exactly. What's wrong? You call that running away? Your dodging speed is getting slower. Have you reached your limit?
I have. I am at my limit. My arms and legs are getting so weak. They can barely move anymore. He said if I keep dodging the arrows, then my abilities will return. But so far, there's no sign of that happening. I don't know how much of what he told me was true, but either way, at this rate, he's going to kill me. I have no choice but to try and stop his movement and end the training. And my only chance is now.
Hmm.
The silver whip strikes a 5-fingered stone bed. Greets!
What a shame for you that it's now over. Push the body and the spirit to their utmost limits. And while in that exhausted state, attack with a shot from a spiritual bow exactly 19 millimeters to the right of your heart. That is the only way to reclaim the spiritual power lost to the Quincy's final form. Why didn't you use your Hyzen? If you'd only used that back there instead of Greets, I would at least have been injured, if not defeated. You made a stupid choice. You're so frustrating. You make me sick. However, I'll let you live this time.
So far, I found nothing.
What are you doing?
Ryukin!
I seem to remember telling you not to come in here without my permission.
The Soul Society's under attack, and Waco Mundo's been invaded. And from the looks of it, it's Quincy's. But there are no Quincy's in existence, besides us. So what's up? What do you know?
None of this even remotely concerns you. Drop it.
Don't you brush me aside. Not again. I am the last Quincy there is. I need to know. I have a right to know.
The answer you're looking for? You won't find it here.
Nothing. There isn't even much here about Quincy's to begin with. Master, you won't find it here. The Master's diary.
Now you're in my room without permission? That's twice now.
You've read this, right? Is it true what's written in here? I see. So you've known everything all along about the Vondenreich, about the one who's leading them, about Mom, even.
Who are you? I told you, this doesn't concern you.
Ryu and Ryukin, oh, that was fun to do, especially the 1,000-year Blood War scene. It's like one of our favorites, eh?
Oh, yeah.
You did so well with them.
Thank you. You did too.
Thank you. That was fun. Maybe we should do more of those sometime, though. I don't have many more, like, scenes. I've got a lot of Uryu footage, but not really, like, back and forth stuff besides the Ryukin ones.
That's fair.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun doing that. I hope you guys all enjoyed watching that as well and had some fun with us. It's been a pretty good year all around, I would say. Like, I mean, I've been getting into Steve Prince's community, you know, the actor for Uryu, and that's been a huge help for me. As well as, like, meeting him at conventions, and oh boy, it's been a fun year. How about you?
Mine's been more of a mixed bag. Year. Sort of kind of sad because unfortunately our family dog passed away. We found a groove in the end, though, I think.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry about that. That was rough.
That's okay. Yeah, it's been kind of weird getting used to not being with Hannah, but we made it, I think. Hopefully next year will be a little kinder.
That's true. It's definitely been fun having you getting into D&D with us this year with Quincy and
Oh,
Fiona.
yes. Are you undead?
Gotta say it. Are you undead?
Stop saying everybody is undead. You have a problem, sir.
I might as well explain the joke since we're talking about it. Quincy, some art here by Tifa, is my D&D character who's inspired by Uryu. As I'm sure you can see the resemblance. He's a Swarmkeeper Ranger and Celestial Warlock for those nice bow and arrow and holy Quincy powers.
Also has an unhealthy attachment to killing the undead and asking people if they're undead.
Yes, his father, in my version, since he's an elf and his parents lived kind of long, his father was killed by a Dampier who Quincy wants to get revenge on and is searching for. So anytime he meets some new species he doesn't know, he thinks they might be connected to the person who killed his father, or just wants to kill them because he hates undead. Very non-discriminately. He doesn't really care what kind of undead they are. He just wants to kill undead because they wronged him and took his father away. So when he meets the new species, are you undead? Since he is from the Arashari in Exandria with his childhood friend Fiona.
Who's my character?
Yeah, also some art of her, if you don't mind that being shown.
Yeah, go for it. Her catchphrase is usually, I'm so sorry about him. I'm so sorry. She's trying to pull him away. She's the voice of reason in that group, most of the time. And also has the job of trying to find Quincy and stop himself from getting hurt or messing with the wrong person by asking if they're undead.
Yeah, since they grew up in the sheltered Arashari tribe of Zephra, he doesn't really know a lot of different species, and they're new and foreign to him, so he just thinks they're undead automatically and asks, are you undead?
Good thing she's the party cleric.
Yep.
She's an Azamar compared to Quincy, and she's able to use Divine Soul, which allows her to have angelic wings. Which is just as well because somebody's got to keep an eye on the team, mostly Quincy.
Quincy does sort of have wings too. They're more of a cloak from his little raven swarm that he gets later on. But yeah, they've been a lot of fun to do this year.
And I also got to join in another group with Simon as Kalinda, or Kali, who's a Fire Ashari druid / rogue now, I think.
I believe she is, and she's part of my D&D character Simon's little dice crew.
Her inspiration is mainly Rosa Diaz from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, so she's while Fiona is more calm, kind, nurturing. Halmy, on the other hand, she's a little toughened, not exactly trusting, and tends to keep things bottled up. And she is the fire.
Yeah, she's been a lot of fun too. Though she's been in the party with Simon's boyfriend Shumai, who is my more Shuichi based character, to go with Simon being like Kokichi.
Yeah. Shumai's not a bad guy. He's just got a lot of things on his plate. Such as wondering if his boyfriend's dead or not now. Long story about that.
Oh yes, a lot of D&D backstory. So Callie is also wondering if how her own, uh, you know, boy that she wants to be dating is doing. Peregrine, who's off with Simon.
And she has a blink dog, who's named in honor of my late dog.
Yeah, that was sweet.
And she also has a cat.
They all have the cat. Yes, the Tressums.
Callie's cat is called Ice. He's white and he's got blue eyes and he's slightly older than the rest of the party's cats. I think he's about a couple of letters older than the others. He's been through it, but he's pretty responsible compared to most of the others. Unless you count Shumai's little kitty, who is adorable. Oh, they're all adorable, to be honest.
Yeah, Shumai's kitty is named Hoshi. He's the twin of Talia's kitty Luna, who is the character of Min Evolved. So, shout out to Minnie and Talia, who's a very important character to Min. Who got like a really good moment in seeing that he's been dying to do for years, which is really great to see that come to fruition with Talia's girlfriend Mara. Hey, look at us go, talking about something other than Uryu for a change.
I know. Well, technically, you could argue we're kind of talking about Uryu since Quincy's like him.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too. Touche.
Speaking of Bleach, I'm looking at my year in review, and my most played games in 2024: Pokemon Scarlet and Third, Animal Crossing New Horizons, Bleach Brave Souls First with 470 hours.
I think mine's actually worse than that. Where do you find that?
Oh, boy.
I'll take a look at it too.
Pick my favorite game of 2024. That's gonna be a difficult choice.
Gee, what could that be? Finally found the year in review for me. I needed to get the right account up.
At least you found it.
Yeah, it just took me a while. Let's see. Top 3 games was Animal Crossing. Since I started my new island this year. Then there's Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door, which I played quite a bit of. Almost 100%ed it. I still need to finish doing that. And also have been streaming that with Min this year over on her channel. Min Evolved. I've been doing the Twitch streams for that with Min. And then, of course, number 1 is Bleach Brave Souls.
Surprising nobody.
Which has 721 hours.
Wow. Wow.
And I only started that at the end of July. Today I'd been playing 150 days, so.
We don't have a problem at all.
Nope. There's no Uryu problem there.
I'm not obsessed with Uryu. You're obsessed with Uryu.
I know, right?
It's not a phase, Mom.
No, my mom doesn't tease me at all about my Uryu obsession and calling all my figures and stuff I have the shrine. No, it's not a thing.
No, I don't have enough Uryu figures in my collection. What are you talking about?
Nope. There's never enough.
Never enough.
I got a lot of Uryu merch, but I also got some Danganronpa stuff that I haven't shown on this channel yet, so in other videos, so figured I'd go over some of that.
That makes sense.
Show those off. So I have my plushie shelf with Kokichis, Nagitos, Monokuma there. I also have some older ones of Edelgard, Hubert, and Yuri from Fire Emblem Free Houses that can be seen.
Guessing you're a big fan of Black Eagles.
Oh no, I'm not a fan of that. Yes, I much prefer Edelgard and the Black Eagles.
Not bad, Rob. They're not bad. They're just written to appear bad. That being
Yeah.
said, Hubert, you need to chill, relax, have some tea. Edelgard's a big girl, she can handle herself.
And Edelgard and Hubert's actors are both in Bleach. Well,
Oh,
more
that's
Fez in
true.
Your Blood War, but yeah.
But we're not fighting with each other. They're fighting against each other this time.
Yeah, I forgot to mention in the last episode we watched that I did pick out Edelgard's actress Tara Platt in there for reprising her character of Lisa, I believe. So
Yes, that's Lisa, her character.
yeah, one of the Vizards. So yeah, there's her and Robbie Damon who does Yugrim and Hubert.
Speaking of Lisa, apparently she was Shinsui's former lieutenant. Both his lieutenants have had two glasses and have long dark hair. He thinks he has a type.
Yes, no kidding, he does. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have any Uryu plushies. Those are a little trickier to find. I need to get one of him.
Yeah.
I also have some Digimon plushies and Pokemon, like Evolution plushies. I don't have any of Steve's Digimon, though, which is also unfortunate, but I have some of my favorites.
Hmm.
Can't really be seen in the picture. They're kind of farther back, but I have, like, Gatomon, who was my favorite a lot growing up. Agumon, Gabumon, and Biyomon for Digimon plushies.
Not bad. Not bad.
Yes.
I had a couple of plushies myself. I think they were based on like the ones you could flip over and like become the other. I think I had Yokomon and Tanemon, I want to say. It's the one that becomes Palmon. Eevee and Saurus Digimon.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Yokomon and Tanemon.
Yep, that was it, Tanemon. That's
That's cool. I need to get Wormmon and Veemon at some point.
Wormmon is a precious cinnamon roll, and I'm glad that Ken is a cinnamon roll too, once he's not evil.
Yeah, it'd be nice to find a plushie of him as well, but I like the evil. I much more enjoy the Digimon Emperor over Ken, but that's just because I like evil. And he's much more fun. Again, Steve does amazing with them.
Isn't that ironic that he's at least voiced two characters who have dark black hair, wear glasses, and have capes?
Well, Kokichi also has dark black purple hair, so if you want to include him, and he wears capes too, but no glasses.
He's more of an anti-hero than really a villain, to be honest.
Yeah, so is Uryu though.
That's true. Mind you, Uryu is not exactly playing totally evil. We're seeing him sweat now. I think he's had to basically try to be more careful now that Yuhababa can see everything.
I know, right? He's got some awesome tricks up his sleeve. I do
True.
have a bunch of Uryu, my Uryu figures here. I've got the pop-up parade one to show off, which is very nice and pretty.
I've been trying to find that one. I've had no luck so far. I've got the Solid Souls. That's the first one I got, and I also have his Funko. It looks very cute near the Funko I have of Chad.
I have those as well, as you can see here, besides the Chad Funko. I have the Uryu
Yeah.
stuff, though. I also do have a few Danganronpa figures, being Kokichi and a couple of the Nagitos, the pop-up parade ones, and the 10th anniversary one. that one a little bit of a spoiler for whenever I get to doing more convention videos. I did have signed by Nagito's actor Bryce Papenbrook that can be seen here. It's very cool and awesome and nice, and that was like, a birthday present for me. So yeah. My awesome figure shelf that will be getting some new Uryus added to it and probably need a rearranging after the holidays. I expect to get lots of good Uryu goodies for the holidays to show off, though some of those will be late, so they'll have to do some showcasing of that after the holidays. You expecting to get anything good for the holidays?
Quite a few bits. We've got a Sailor Cosmos figure. I'm going to put in my bedroom.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, she looks pretty cute.
And then, of course, I also have my very special Simon Says audiobook up here with Steve's autograph on it. Which that was a whole thing in helping me like find my name and all that. That's in like one of my other videos, going more personal, explaining that. That's my little review of the book Simon Says and talking about kind of like my journey, anticipating the book since I knew about it actually almost a year ago from one of Steve's streams. It was a very long
Ow.
wait for it, and like, kind of my journey with that, anticipating it and reading the book when it finally came out and having to keep the secret because I knew about this book like months before it came out and before anyone else knew about it. Especially since I like when I found it, I had to like go and started talking to Steve and asked him like, "Yeah, is this the book that you said you were recording on your stream?" It's like, "Yeah, how did you know about that?"
I remember that.
Yeah. But I had to like hold off on saying anything about it until the book was like publicly officially revealed, and oh boy, that was a rough few months, especially when it got delayed.
Thing is, you got it. That's the main thing.
I did, and I got it, and I got it signed, and I had an extra copy that I gave him, and that was a very awesome experience meeting Steve. I also had him sign a Uryu print that day that I will show off again. And there's also a Kokichi print I had him signed on one of his live streams to show off as well. So, yeah. More Steve autographs.
Speaking of Steve, I'm genuinely surprised that Fuyuhiko doesn't get much in the way of like figures.
No, he doesn't. I should get more Fuyuhiko stuff too. Next print I get from Steve will be Fuyuhiko.
Yeah. I mean, his costume is available as a cosplay, but that's it.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a suit, but I wonder if that would be easier for me to get my hands on than Kokichi, who does not want to come to me for cosplaying.
Oh, sure, I'll let you cosplay me. It's a lie.
Yep, he's definitely playing hard to get on the cosplaying, so I've been cosplaying Uryu, which I can show those off again. I like the Uryu cosplays. And I also have my Nagito cosplay, which is also a spoiler for whenever I do convention videos. The Nagito cosplay was fun to meet Bryce Papenbrook in. Uh, he greeted me by saying, "Hello, Nagito," which was very fun.
At least he didn't yell, "Fight me!"
Oh, he did that too.
Of course. Of course. At least he didn't call you Kampachi or Kamapoko.
Oh, he did yell "fight me" a lot throughout the convention, like different people. For me, he laughed like Nagito, which I asked him to do.
Of course.
Steve laughed for like Kokichi for me as well, which I also asked him for.
Of course.
Yeah, so a little bit of highlights from the convention. I really should do a video to talk more about that for probably the new year, even though that was stuff that happened this year. I don't know if I'll get much more videos out this year, except for the episode 8 video for us to do for Faz and Your Blood War.
Yeah. Hopefully we get a dub episode next week. Or, mind you, I won't be too surprised if it's paused due to the Christmas period, but we'll see. Well, I'm hoping I get to find out what happens in the finale of season 3 of 1000 Year Blood War, because obviously Japan gets their hour finale soon.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if it's this week or next week. Who knows? I'm just going to say this. Household is not beating the Dimitri lookalike contest because he practically looks exactly like him. Doesn't help that his voice actor is in Fire Emblem Three Houses as well.
Yeah, totally. Dimitri being like probably your favorite Fire Emblem character, huh?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He's pretty cool, but I like Edelgard better. You know, me and the villains.
Well, she's technically an anti-hero, so she's not really a villain per se. It's more of a matter of perspective.
I'm also a fan of the anti-heroes. I mean, look at Uryu. So, you know.
That's true. He's doing it in the name of Quincy. But which Quincy?
On my honor as a Quincy, I will kill you.
Indeed, indeed.
Yeah, that's cool that you're actually able to watch the Japanese stuff. I have to wait.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping for some good Bleach Brave Souls news to give the new Uryu in the game. Like, there hasn't been one for like 2 years, and I want more Uryus.
It was a seasonal Uryu, you cowards!
Well, we're not getting a seasonal one, but hopefully we could get that anime Sternritter one.
Oh, yeah.
That would be a great holiday present if they actually put that in the game.
Not gonna lie, he rocks the white cape.
Oh, he sure does. The white cape is amazing.
Very princely.
Yes. It's perfect.
And the more or less I say about his new wings in Volstaggi form, the better. They're just so cool.
Yes, his new wings and his Volstaggi, which I did find some pictures of that I could probably show off. But yes, Volstaggi Uryu, who's very pretty.
It's almost as if Type Kubo was like, okay, I'm not taking any chances in showing off how we do this, how I wanted this story to look. This is what we're gonna get. This is what I wanted to tell. Go nuts.
Uryu finally gets his moment to shine.
In the wise words of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, vindication.
It's not just Uryu. I like Ryugen a lot now too. He's actually like probably become one of my favorite characters, surprisingly. You know, the Quincy's and Ishidas, and Ryugen's actually a very interesting character.
Yeah, he's actually a lot more complex than people give him credit for. I mean, yeah, he did turn his back on being a Quincy and doesn't really want to get involved with that side of things. But when you find out about his backstory and why he is the way he is, you kind of understand where he's coming from. To him, being a Quincy or being part of the Quincy tribe basically took away his wife and nearly took away his son. Well, spoilers, the manga.
Yeah, like Uryu was like the only one who was able to survive the Ashvalan. Being a mixed blood Quincy. I'm not even gonna try to say that word.
He was also pretty much had a lot of pressure put on him by his mother. If we think Ryu can strict to Uryu, Izumi is a lot harsher.
Yeah, she was pretty bad, especially to Masaki and Kanai as well. Not just Ryukin, but yeah, he totally had a lot of pressure. It seems like, how he stays out of all the fighting and stuff is because of the way he was brought up as a pure-blooded Quincy, that they're not supposed to get involved because they're more valuable than the mixed-blooded ones and can't really be expendable to lose like that pure Quincy blood that, because they're the last of the line. Yeah, Ryuken's got like a lot riding on his shoulders, and Soken also was not a very good father and wasn't around much at all for Ryuken, which left Izumi to deal with all the fallout. And she probably had a rough time of it too, raising him. Most probably a lot on her own, but yeah, Ryuken's got a lot going on, and he's a very fun, interesting character. And his hair looks very fluffy when he's young.
Let's face it, Ryukin when he was younger was very much like Uryu. Except I think Uryu takes a lot more risks compared to Ryukin. He's methodical, but I think he calculates the risk versus the reward as well.
He sure is. Yeah, they're very much alike. You can see where Uryu gets a lot of his traits from, for sure.
He's very like his dad, but I definitely do say he gets a lot of his personality from his mother. Someone I think actually did like a side by side comparison between Kanai and Uryu. I think it's the moment where he's talking to Orihime in Wako Mundo. And there's this soft look in his face. It's very much like his mother's face.
Oh, nice. Yeah, she was much sweeter, and it's understandable he would get that from her.
Regardless of how Kanai and Ryukin got together, I do think they did love each other, especially Kanai loving Ryukin because she was so devoted to him.
Oh, yeah, totally. I do think that Ryukin cared for her as well in his own way, even though it seems like, it's hard for him to express emotions and stuff.
Let's face it, we don't really get to see him grieve Kanai. I think he pretty much had to set all of his feelings aside, basically to raise that child all by himself, and also figure out why she died. Kind of scarring his son in the process, but still.
Yeah, and to, be like so dedicated in his work and having to like focus on that so hard, to be able to raise his son, get an income by setting the Quincy stuff aside, since, like his main like conflict with Uryu is how Uryu doesn't understand that he could just walk away from the Quincy's, but to Ryukin, it's not really a way to make a living, especially when having to be a single parent and raise your son all by yourself.
At least he does have some support, albeit that support being a rambunctious idiot named Ishin. But I think there is a camaraderie and respect between them, albeit being more one-sided on Ishin's side. He's basically the kind of person who goes, "Let me hug you," and Ryuko's like, "Do not touch me." If there were animals, I'd say Ishin's probably like an over rambunctious Labrador, and Ryuko's probably the cat just smacking him on the head. He's like, "Get off!"
Yes. Touch me or touch me and you'll get an arrow at your face.
Touch me and you'll get claws.
That too.
I have to say he's a pretty snazzy dresser. I can definitely see where Uryu gets it from.
Oh, for sure. And it's very cute when, Ryukin thinks Uryu's made a Halloween costume for him, but it was just Ishin who did it.
Oh, Ishin, Ishin, Ishin. Your fashion sense has questionable taste.
And then, of course, like, just how much he wants to see Uryu and like be a part of his life. Ishin even going to the point of trying to tempt Ryukin to go do things and go places and saying, "Oh, Uryu will be there," and Ryukin's like, "What? Uryu will be there."
Yes, that's true.
That got his attention and broke him away from his work. Poor Ryukin, though.
Just don't take his son's photo away from him, because we know how he gets.
Indeed.
And also, don't say that your daughters are cuter than his son. That's guaranteed an arrow to the knee, or butt, wherever, really.
Yes. Of course, Uryu is cuter.
He is. He's definitely cute.
Very cute little chibi Uryu.
We also see how very protective Ryukin is over Ryu, especially when he overhears the nurses talking about his son. Awkward.
Yeah, he keeps those harpies away by, delivering the food to his son himself, which surprised you, Ryu.
Patients shouldn't question their doctor. That's actually pretty good advice most of the time. But if it comes to, like, nurses trying to hit on his boy, I think he had the right idea.
Yeah, like his quote when you get him in Brave Souls, "Don't be telling your doctor what he should and shouldn't do."
That being said, I'm genuinely shocked that Ryukin doesn't have more units in Brave Souls. He only has 2.
Yeah, that's not really that surprising since besides Uryu, who's got 10 for the 6 stars, most of the other
so.
Yeah. Most of the other Quincy's besides Uryu only have 2 or 3 units.
Ryu's just that popular, I guess.
Not popular enough because they haven't given a new one for like a couple years, and
That's true.
Let's really hope we get a new one in the next
Manifesting it.
in the
I'm
next couple of
manifesting
weeks
it.
here. Really
Been
want
hogging on the limelight, Ichigo. There's other characters here. That being said, I'm surprised Chad hasn't had any more alternates. He literally only has like the one alternate design from I think it's called Spirit Society, which is based on like Japanese myths and legends. And that's it. Don't get me started on Orihime, who's got so many of them.
Yeah, the Spirit Society ones are more like demons and stuff like that from, Japanese lore.
I don't want to see like a dragon themed Uryu.
Oh,
Let's
that
face
would
it.
be cool.
Let's face it. Ryu means dragon. Why not give Uryu like a water dragon thing or something? That's Titsugai's thing with his ice dragon, but that's technically the same thing, but I don't know. Give us Uryu, give us death. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just hoping for an Uryu at this end of the year. I guess we'll find that out like a few days after this is gonna go up. So here's hoping.
Here's hoping indeed. I kind of want to see like a Kanai unit.
Oh yeah, she is not in the game yet. I don't know if we'd get one of her, but that would be cool.
We'll probably get it closer to when they actually adapt the story that involves Ryukin, Misaki, the others, I reckon. That's if we get up to there. I don't know whereabouts they are at the moment in Brave Souls. I think it's the battle between Retsu and Zaraki.
Oh yeah, I've gone through that. They are actually right up before the past arc, so that'll be the next part of the story to do Ryukin, Masaki, and Kanai and Ishin. So maybe they
Perfect
will.
timing.
Yeah.
Who knows? Because we do see Kanai holding a bow, albeit it's not a very practical looking bow, but it's still a pretty looking bow nonetheless.
Yeah, and even though Ryukin did not get any action, they did make like his unit as in like what would have happened if he had, participated in the battle with that beautiful special move of his.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I don't know when the story parts come out, but the next one should be the past because they're like right there in the story. The last part ended just before it with Ichigo going back home, like being sent back home. So it's right there. And the uh, second season story that has been going on in point events is also right around a very big Uryu moment. So
Oh, yeah.
that's why I'm hoping we get him for this end of the year banner. Like, kind of maybe points towards it a little bit, hopefully, because they were, darting around Uryu in those point events. The last couple ones, like he was mentioned in it. It was around the part where he appears and Ichigo finally sees him. So we should be getting that as well as his Sanjimaru fight.
Ooh, yes, that will be cool.
Yeah. I really hope we get him. Like, I'm gonna be disappointed if we don't, but we'll find out in a few days after posting this.
Yeah. I'm just so glad we finally get to see Uryu's potential being shown. Because he pretty much, even though the arc was about the Quincy's, he didn't really get much to do.
Nope. He just stands around there most of the time with
Like,
Yugrim looking pretty.
nothing wrong with looking pretty.
No, nothing wrong at all, but I would have liked to hear him more. A lot of his scenes were not vocal, not spoken.
But
And
I gotta say, Derek Stephen Prince crushing it as Uryu when he finally turns his back on his friends.
oh, definitely, that's quite a gut-wrenching scene that again we should be seeing in the game very soon that I'm hoping for. And let's hope we see more Ryukin too. I mean,
Oh, yes, that's true. Hopefully he gets a moment too.
yeah, we had a
I mean,
very fun discussion about our boys in the last video that just that went out pretty recently. Well, the episode 7 video.
mm,
And so I was discussing my theories with you about the boys being autistic. That was fun.
yeah. To be honest, it would kind of explain why Ryukin is very withdrawn, emotions-wise. I mean, I'm sure he does feel love, and I'm certain he loved Kanae as well. He's just, he's either been conditioned to conceal, don't feel, frozen, in other words. Oh my god, he really is Elsa. Explains so much. Next thing you know, he's going to start saying that the cold never bothered him anyway. Shouldn't that be Uryu?
You'd think.
To be honest, Elsa's snowflakes aren't that too far away from the Quincy Cross.
They are not. They are pretty cool. Definitely Quincy Cross like. But yeah, Ryukin, like, he doesn't really know how to, interact with his son, and their relationship's so rocky. Like, they both don't really know how to socialize with each other, so.
I imagine any attempt they do have time to have a hug is very, very awkward.
I mean, if they're autistic, they probably don't even like the hugs.
No.
Yeah, that was a fun discussion for the big Uryu episode.
Yeah.
Hopefully our episode 8 discussion will be as fun. If there is an episode 8 this week, that video would go up before this one, so maybe. Well, we'll see. This one might go out first. It depends.
Ugh, I'm dreading that one because that's got He Who Shall Not Be Named in it.
Oh, well, let's not talk about him anymore. He doesn't need to be in the holiday video.
No, let's not do that.
Yeah, is there anything else you want to discuss for, celebrating the holidays and I guess our year of Bleach and all that fun stuff we've been doing?
I don't know. I can't really think of anything.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, this has been fun. I hope like you guys all enjoyed it. I should have more videos coming of other things. I still need to do some convention videos that I just haven't done yet.
Oh,
Those might be coming at some point. Maybe I'll branch out into doing more games next year, like more like more let's plays or more videos on games about games or just like reviews of them, like games I've played. I don't know. We'll see what we come up with. Or maybe we could do like a more dedicated D&D chat. I mean, we did a little taste of it in this, but probably do a more D&D focused video as well. That could be fun
fair enough. Yeah, that could be fun.
if you're up for it.
Yeah, I'm down for it.
Alrighty, could definitely be something to do for 2025.
Yeah.
So yeah, should have some content coming as well as gift showcasing sometime next month.
Yeah. Sounds like fun.
But yeah, it's been a great year. So for 2024. Thanks so much to everyone for the 50 subscribers. That was really great to hit that milestone, and I hope you enjoyed this nice little gift of us, you know, hanging out, celebrating the holidays, doing some little voice acting readings with Uryu and Ryukin. I am voicing Uryu Ishida, and TiftifBee is playing his father Ryukin. She also has a alternate version we made of this where I'm voicing Ryukin and she's doing Uryu that you can go check out on her YouTube channel, Tifa Fenrir09, and there will be a link for that in the description below. Also, the server reveal, if you want to join my Simon's Sanctum, just check out the link below and come hang out.
Yeah. Come hang out. Don't bite much.
No, just, spreading chaos over there.
Yeah.
And I hope you guys all had a very happy holidays and enjoyed whatever gifts you may get or spending time with family or however you celebrate them. And also thank you for joining me again, Tifa, and doing this fun little celebration video for Simon Says.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, thank you all again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.